Hello, welcome once again. So in the previous video, we created basic shapes like this circle shape, and we created this this rectangle as well. So we created these two shapes, right? So in this video, I'll be showing us how we can create more complex shapes with the Bezier tool. So by creating this shape, you get to know more and more about this Bezier tool and how it actually works. Okay. So without further ado, let's get into it. So what I'll do is I'm going to go to my layer and just switch this off like so. I'm going to switch this off as well. So I'm going to go to my gallery and I'm going to bring in this particular thing. Oops, not this one, not this one. I'm going to go to this. All right, so we want to create this rabbit like so. Is it a rabbit? All right, want to create this anyways, and it's going to be really fascinating. So I want to make this really big so that it can be easier to trace. We want to trace this and create this, right? Okay. So I'm going to go to my opacity. I'm going to reduce. So with this, you can create any shape basically. Perhaps you want to create a logo, that has to do with something similar to like a dog. You want to make a logo out of a dog, something like that. So you get an inspiration fine and you bring in a dog and you can just trace it out and do the other manipulation using the Bezier tool. It's as simple as that, right? Okay, I'm just gonna reduce the opacity to like, okay, I think it's cool like this. Then I'm going to go to click on this. Then I'm gonna lock this. Okay, I'm going to my Bezier tool. Now I'm gonna delete one point. By now you should know how to delete and all of that. So I'm gonna move this around by what? Clicking on this icon, this third icon here. I'm gonna move this around to the point I want to start from, which is this point. Let me start from this particular point, right? Okay. Now we're gonna start the process. It's gonna be really interesting. I'm telling you. With the Bezier tool, is always interested to make use of it, right? Gonna move this around like so. I just want to make sure that I get it right. If I were to use this, I will. If it were to be a mouse, it would have been easier, like unlike using my hand. But someone who has a smaller hand will get it better. All right. Having said that, now I want to make so now start now. Okay, I have my first point here. I have my point A here. We're creating a lot of points here, anyways. So I'm gonna click on this. I want to make a new point. Let me just make the new point somewhere like here. Okay. And I'm going to go to the click on this. You can see the icon I clicked on, which is this to manipulate it. Of course, you should know that by now. So I'm going to move this around like so. Then click on this, move this around like so, just kind of, it's very straightforward. And you can see I'm basically making this. Oops. All right, so I think this is cool, right? And the next thing, I want to create a new point. So I want to create a point somewhere around here. Okay, so I'm gonna click on this to manipulate it. So you get, the more you make use of this, the more you get used to it. That's how it actually is. Okay, I'm gonna click. The more you make use of it, the more you get used to it. You can see this is perfect. I want to make a new point. To make a new point, once again, you click on, you make sure you're on this particular icon, and you click on anywhere you want to make the point on your screen. This can I want to make it a point around here. All right, I'm going to click on this second icon and manipulate it like so. All right, so we have it set like so. All right, so the next thing I want to make a new point. Click on this. I'm going to make the point around here, around here. Okay, so I'm going to click on this and just kind of adjust it like so. You can see it's very easy to use, very easy to use. You can see what I'm doing. Then I want to make a new point around here. Come back here. I'm just going to really go to something really great. All right, somewhere around here. Okay. All right, somewhere around this is cool. And I want to make a new point around here. Okay, just going to move it around. like so. Okay, so I want to make a new point now around here. Okay, so I want to make a new point around here, and I'm going to move it around like so. Because it's quite straightforward, right? Okay, so I want to make a new point now around here. Just gonna adjust it like so. Oops. So you just have to be patient while making use of it. Some places can be really, really somehow technical, but you definitely get it right by being patient. Just when I figure that out. Okay, I think we are getting close. I want to make a new point now. I'm gonna click on this to make a new point. Okay, so I want to make a new point now. Oops. Remember to make a new point, you have to be on this and click on anywhere on your screen. To manipulate the point you created, you have to click on this, right? So it's as simple as that. So I'm presently on this, I'm manipulating the point. I want to create a new point. I'm going to click on this and click on this particular place. I can come back here and adjust it like so. I want to make a new point. I'm going to make a point here. I want to make a new point here. Okay, so I want to make a new point here. A new point here. A new point here. Oops. So I can zoom in if I feel like I want to make this better. I want to make use of this so that I can have a proper view of it. I can zoom in to see. You can see. You can click on it to zoom in so that it's gonna be easier. You can just click on this to zoom in. As you can see, I can zoom in so that I can have a proper view. It's gonna be easier making use of it like so, right? So I can zoom in, and I'm just gonna continue with my editing like so. So by zooming in, you can see it's going to be, I can have a view. You can see, I can see this is the side is not so clear, it's not so straight the way I want it. I can adjust it like so, you know. You can see, so I'm making my adjustments like so. All right, now I want to create a new point here. It's going to adjust it. You can see it's quite straightforward. It's very simple to make use of, right? So the more you make use of it, the more you become, accustomed to it. So I'm gonna create a new point around here. All right. I'm gonna create a new point here, like so. Okay, so I'm gonna create a new point. I think I need to move this around. So I'm gonna create a new point. Oops. Just kind of zoom in. Okay, I want to make a new point here. Just gonna adjust that. It's very, very simple and interesting to use. Interesting, really, really interesting to use. So you have 2 points here I'm using. All right. Okay. So I'm creating a new point here. I'm going to adjust it like so. All right. So I want to make a new point here. Just gonna adjust it. Okay. So I want to make a new point here. This is very, very interesting to use, right? Very interesting and straightforward. So remember, to make a new point, you have to be on this and click on anywhere on your screen. To manipulate the points, you click on this and manipulate it like so. These are the two icon you'll be making use of the most. I'm gonna move it, zoom in. I'm just using my hand to adjust this point. I'm expanding it like so. Okay, so I want to make a new point now. Click on this, go back here. All right. So I want to make a new point. Okay, now I want to enclose this now. Because this is the last point, the first point we created. So we want to enclose this. So to enclose this, what you do is you click on this icon here to enclose it, right? So I'm gonna click on that. So it's now been enclosed. So what I'll do next is to manipulate the so I can have it the way I want it to be. So I'm gonna click on this other icon here to manipulate the point. Okay, once I click on it, I'm gonna click on this side and just manipulate it like so. Can see it's very, very easy to use, very, very easy to use like so. All right, so now I'm gonna zoom, go back to 100% like so. So we have our points created and it's so really fascinating, right? So what I want to do next is just to scroll down. I want to give this a color. You can see I can just increase the opacity. Wow, look at this, right? Okay, so if I was to just come down and give this any color I feel like. Look at isn't this beautiful? Look at right, look at this. So with your Bezier, you can create different things in pixel app. This is really, really interesting. Okay, I can give it any stroke I want. For now, let me just leave it like so. And I'm going to click on, let me see if I can give it any other color. Yeah, a lot of colors I can give it here. Look at, I think the blue is okay. I'm going to click on this. All right, so we have our shape created. Look at, we have our shape created. Look at, isn't this beautiful? Look at. But in case you want to go back and do some other manipulation, perhaps you want to make adjustment to this. To do that, you just have to come over here and click on edit. So once I click on edit, I can go back and what? I think I need to make a correction here. There's something I want to do here. Okay. this particular place. I want to make sure this is okay. All right, and here as well. Let me just kind of check it out. Let me check it out and see if there's any way I still need to make any correction. I think it's cool like this. I'm gonna click on this. So we have our shape created. Okay, this is still very much manageable. Okay, so once we have this created, I still want to do something. I want to just try to like create an high for this. So to do that, let me just go to my. Let me log this. I'm going to go to my. I'm going to go to my shape. Okay, I'm going to go to my circle. Let me give this a circle like so. I'm going to manipulate this like so. Okay, I'm going to use the nudge to nudge it. This position to nudge it like so. Look at. I just give this a lie, and this is really really beautiful, right? So we have this created as well. So with the Bezier tool, we actually create this shape. Anyways, I can still make my adjustment to this, but for now, let me just leave it like so, so that well, isn't this cool and beautiful, right? So with the Bezier tool, basically, you can create fascinating things in pixel art. Isn't this amazing? All right. So by now, I hope you can make use of the Bezier tool very very well, right? You understand every, you understand each one of the two under the Bezier tool, the way you can add a point, to delete a point, to manipulate the point, to move the point around, and all of that, right? To add a few with stroke. I believe by now you should be versed with using the Bezier tool. So now I can just kind of merge these two together, the the eye and the the rabbits. Now I can move the two together, right? Look at, so this is beautiful. All right, so thank you very much for watching. Bye for now.